Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into gratitude? We're going way beyond just saying thank you today.
Yeah, we're exploring how gratitude can really make a difference in your life.
Exactly, we're talking relationships, mindset, even maybe your finances. It can be pretty powerful.
It really can. And the cool thing is, there's real science behind it.
Hmm.
This isn't just some feel-good stuff.
So true. We're going to be digging into the book, The Power of Gratitude, How Gratitude is My Attitude Transforms Your Life. It's by Quincy Poole.
It's a great book.
For those of you who are into personal growth and that positive mindset, I think you're going to love this deep dive.
Absolutely. In this deep dive, we're going to be showing you how gratitude can be something you use every day, not just a once-in-a-while feeling.
Awesome. So the book starts off by talking about gratitude as like a mindset shift.
Yeah, totally.
It's not just about saying thanks every now and then, but it's about appreciating all the good stuff you've got going on in your life.
Right, and that's where the whole psychology of gratitude comes in. Research has shown that people who actually practice gratitude are happier overall. They have a stronger sense of well-being. They focus on what they have, not what they lack.
I love that. The book actually tells a story about this single mom named Jane, and she was going through some really tough times.
Wow.
She decided to start keeping a gratitude journal. She was writing down even the simplest things that she was thankful for, like, her kids' laughter, a phone call from a friend, just little things that brightened her day.
And you know, it's amazing. Even though she was struggling, focusing on these good things really shifted her mindset. She started feeling more hopeful. It's a perfect example of how consistently practicing gratitude can change things.
It's incredible, right? How something so simple can have such a big impact.
Yeah.
And speaking of impact, I think it's time to get into the science behind all this.
Okay, here's where it gets really cool. Gratitude actually changes your brain. Studies have shown that when people feel grateful, the areas in the brain associated with reward and pleasure, they light up. It's like we're training our brains to focus on the positive.
Wow, so we're literally rewiring ourselves for happiness.
Exactly. And it's not temporary. The more you do it, the stronger those pathways become, and it changes how your brain sees and reacts to the world around you.
So it's not just about feeling good in the moment, but creating a more resilient, positive brain over time.
That's it. And this has huge implications for mental health, too. More and more research is showing that gratitude can lessen anxiety, depression, and stress. When you focus on the good, the negative stuff has less power over you.
This is really fascinating. It's like gratitude is a natural way to fight those negative feelings that can sneak in.
It really is.
I'm curious, how does all of this connect to the law of attraction? The book touches on that, right?
The law of attraction basically says like attracts like, meaning the energy you put out into the world comes back to you. Gratitude is a big part of this. When you're grateful, you're giving off positive energy, and that can attract more positive experiences into your life.
It's that what you focus on expands idea.
Yes. There's this story in the book about an entrepreneur named Sarah. She was struggling to get her business going.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Instead of getting bogged down by all the negativity, she really focused on practicing gratitude. She focused on what she was learning, even from the tough stuff.
It's so important to find those lessons, right?
And her story shows how a shift in mindset can actually attract success. Her business started thriving. She found great partnerships and amazing opportunities just started appearing. It's like the universe responded to all that positive energy.
It really makes you think about how much power we have to shape our own reality with our thoughts and emotions.
Absolutely.
So, what are some practical tips from the book for actually cultivating gratitude?
Gratitude journaling, like what Jane did, is a good place to start. When you write down the things you're thankful for, it makes you focus on the positive, and it turns gratitude into a regular habit.
It's all about making it a conscious effort. What about visualizations and affirmations? Do those fit in with gratitude too?
Absolutely. Visualization is basically using your imagination to create pictures in your mind of what you want. Combining that with gratitude is powerful. It's like you're saying to the universe, I'm so grateful for this, and I'm open to receiving even more.
So, for example, if I'm picturing a really successful career, I could also imagine feeling incredibly grateful for the achievements and opportunities that helped me get there.
Exactly. And affirmations are those positive statements you say to yourself out loud or in your head to reinforce positive beliefs, like, I'm grateful for the abundance that's flowing into my life.
I can totally see how these tools, when you combine them with a consistent gratitude practice, could really help you create what you want.
They really can. And don't underestimate the power of just expressing gratitude to others.
Oh, that's so important.
A simple thank you to a coworker or even a handwritten note to a friend. These small acts of appreciation can have a ripple effect, making your relationship stronger and creating a more positive vibe all around.
It's amazing how much gratitude can impact so many different parts of our lives.
Yeah,
It rewires our brains, it attracts good things, and it even strengthens our relationships. It really seems like a key to living a more fulfilling life.
it's true. And this is just the beginning. We still have lots more to explore, like how gratitude affects our physical health, how to teach gratitude to kids, and even how it plays a role in spirituality.
I can't wait to dive into all that. This is fascinating stuff. I'm already feeling inspired to make gratitude a bigger part of my life.
I think you'll be amazed at how powerful it can be once you make it a regular thing.
I'm ready for the challenge. But before we get to part two, where we'll be talking about the amazing connection between gratitude and your physical health, let's take a moment for our listeners. What are you grateful for right now? Hold on to that feeling for a bit, and we'll be back soon to continue our deep dive. Welcome back, everyone, ready to keep exploring gratitude. In part one, we talked about mindset, attracting abundance, all that good stuff. Now, I want to get into something that I find so interesting, and that's the link between gratitude and our physical health.
It really is fascinating. The power of gratitude can actually affect our physical well-being.
Okay, tell me more. I'm all ears.
Well, research has shown that people who regularly practice gratitude, they actually tend to have stronger immune systems. Like their bodies are better at fighting off illness and they recover quicker.
Really? That's amazing. How does simply feeling grateful actually boost our immunity?
A lot of it has to do with stress. Chronic stress can really do a number on our bodies, weakening our immune systems. When we practice gratitude, we're training our brains to focus on the positive, and that naturally lowers our stress levels.
So it's like a chain reaction. Gratitude reduces stress, and that strengthens our immune system.
That's the idea. And you know what else lower stress is linked to? Better sleep.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm always trying to get better sleep. How does gratitude help with that?
When you're feeling grateful, your mind isn't racing with worries and anxieties. You're more likely to feel relaxed, content. That makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep.
That makes a lot of sense. I've even heard that gratitude can help you live longer. Is there any truth to that?
Well, studies have shown that people who practice gratitude tend to live longer, healthier lives. It's probably a combination of factors. Reduced stress, stronger immune system, maybe even healthier lifestyle choices because they're feeling more positive.
Wow. It's really incredible how gratitude can benefit us on so many levels. The book actually talks about this woman named Lisa who used gratitude to help her through cancer treatment.
Oh yeah, Lisa's story is a powerful example of how gratitude can help, even when you're dealing with really difficult things. She consciously focused on the good things in her life, like the support from her loved ones, the beauty of nature, even those little moments of joy that we all experience.
And it sounds like those gratitude practices really did make a difference in her healing process.
Absolutely. That positive outlook and those reduced stress levels probably helped strengthen her immune system. And it also gave her a sense of hope and resilience that helped her get through those tough treatments.
It's stories like Lisa's that show how gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about tapping into that inner strength that helps us get through challenges.
Exactly. And the best part is, gratitude is a skill anyone can learn. It's not something you're born with. It's a choice we make every day.
I love that. We have the power to choose gratitude and create a better life for ourselves.
We do. Speaking of creating, let's talk about how we can teach this to the next generation. Raising grateful kids in today's world with all the instant gratification and social media, it can be tough.
It really can. I'm interested to hear what the book suggests for teaching kids about gratitude.
Well, one of the most important things is modeling it ourselves. Kids are like sponges. They pick up on everything. So if they see us expressing gratitude, like thanking the cashier or appreciating a good meal, they're more likely to do the same.
Leading by example.
Right. And there are lots of fun ways to make gratitude a part of family life. The book suggests creating a gratitude jar where everyone writes down something they're thankful for. You can read them at dinner or on special occasions.
I love that idea. It's a great way to make it a regular thing, a little ritual.
And there's so many other things you can do. Have a gratitude scavenger hunt where kids find things they appreciate around the house or outside. Or play a game where everyone shares something they're grateful for.
Those are great ideas. It's not just about making it fun for kids, it's about teaching them a really valuable life skill.
Absolutely. Kids who practice gratitude are usually happier, more resilient, and more understanding of others. They can handle stress and challenges better, and they have stronger relationships with friends and family.
It's incredible how much of an impact something like gratitude can have. The book mentions this young girl named Emma who used gratitude journaling to deal with anxiety. So inspiring.
It is. Emma's story shows how even kids can benefit from gratitude. By focusing on the positive, she felt less anxious and more optimistic about life.
It's amazing to see how these ideas work for everyone, no matter how old you are. Gratitude isn't just some new age concept. It's found in many different spiritual traditions.
You're right. In a lot of spiritual traditions, gratitude is seen as a way to connect with something larger than ourselves, a higher power, the universe, even just a sense of connection with everything.
So it's about acknowledging the good things and realizing that they come from something beyond ourselves.
Exactly. When we express gratitude, it's like we're aligning ourselves with that bigger something, and it makes us more open to receiving even more.
That makes sense. And I imagine that practicing gratitude could also strengthen our faith and give us a greater sense of purpose.
Absolutely. When we're focused on the good things, it's easier to see a higher power at work or that everything's connected. We start to trust that we're being guided and supported, even when things get rough.
The book tells the story of this woman named Maya who found peace and comfort in her spirituality through gratitude meditation.
Yes. Maya's story really shows how gratitude can help us connect with our spirituality. She meditated on the things she was grateful for, and it brought her a sense of peace and purpose that she felt was missing before.
It's amazing how shifting our focus to gratitude can impact our spiritual well-being so deeply. But let's be real, overcoming negativity can be one of the hardest parts of practicing gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in complaining, especially in this busy world we live in.
It's a constant battle, for sure. The book suggests that we become more aware of our thoughts. When you catch yourself complaining or dwelling on negative stuff, try shifting your focus to something you're grateful for.
Like training our brains to catch those negative thoughts and think about something positive instead.
Exactly. It takes practice, but it gets easier the more you do it. The book also talks about how important it is to let go of comparisons.
Oh, that's a tough one. With social media, it's so easy to compare yourself to others and feel like you're not good enough. How can we break free from that?
By focusing on your own journey and appreciating what you have, everyone's path is different, and there's no right or wrong way to live.
That's a really important reminder. It's so easy to get caught up in what we should be doing or what we're supposed to have. But ultimately, success and happiness are up to each of us to define.
Exactly. And gratitude can help us with that. When we're grateful for what we have, we're less likely to be jealous or resentful of others.
The book mentions a man named John who used gratitude to overcome those feelings of comparison and find confidence in his career.
Yes. John's story is a great example of how gratitude can help us break free from all that negativity and embrace our own unique path. He focused on his strengths and the opportunities he was grateful for, and it helped him overcome self-doubt and achieve success.
It's inspiring to see these principles at work in real life. One of the best ways to make gratitude a daily habit is to do a gratitude challenge.
Absolutely. The book has this 30-day gratitude challenge, and it's designed to help you make gratitude a part of your life for good. It's a step-by-step plan with different gratitude practices for each day. You'll do journaling, affirmations, expressing gratitude to others, even finding gratitude in nature.
It sounds like a fantastic way to get started, or even to take your gratitude practice to the next level.
It is. And to succeed with any challenge, you need to keep track of your progress and stay committed.
So how do we stay on track and make sure this isn't just a temporary thing?
The book has some great advice. First, make sure your goals are realistic. Don't try to change everything overnight. Start small, maybe just writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day.
That's a good tip. It's easy to get overwhelmed if you try to do too much.
Right. And it's also important to find what works for you. Not everyone likes journaling. Some people might like to express gratitude through talking, through art, or through acts of kindness. It's all about finding what feels authentic for you and what you can stick with.
That's a great point. Make it your own. Don't be afraid to get creative. There are so many ways to express gratitude. Write thank you notes, create a gratitude board, take walks in nature and focus on what you're grateful for, or start a gratitude jar with your family or friends.
All fantastic ideas. Make it fun. When it feels like a chore, it's not as likely to last.
So true. It's about finding what brings you joy and weaving gratitude into those activities.
And it's okay to have off days. There will be times when you just don't feel that grateful, and that's totally normal. The key is to not give up. Gently bring your focus back to the good things.
It's like any habit. It takes time and consistency to make it stick.
And all the benefits of a life filled with gratitude are worth it. Now, before we jump into our last part, where we'll talk about this surprising connection between gratitude and creativity, let's take a pause. Think about everything we've talked about today. What's one small thing you can do right now to bring more gratitude into your life? We'll be back in a bit to wrap things up.
Welcome back for the final part of our gratitude deep dive. We've covered how it can change your mindset, attract good things into your life, and even make you healthier. But we've saved one of the most interesting connections for last: gratitude and creativity.
It's amazing how gratitude isn't just about feeling good. It can actually spark new ideas and help you solve problems better.
You mentioned this earlier, and I'm really curious to hear more. How does that work?
Well, the book talks about research showing that people who practice gratitude are better at thinking outside the box, coming up with lots of different solutions to a problem. That's a huge part of being creative. It's like gratitude helps you be more flexible in your thinking.
Okay, so I get how feeling positive could help with creative thinking. But is there science to back that up?
There is. The book actually cites studies that show people who practice gratitude are better at what's called divergent thinking. That means they can come up with multiple solutions to a problem, and that's a key sign of creativity. Like I said, it's like gratitude unlocks mental flexibility.
That's incredible. I'm always trying to find ways to be more creative, especially in my work, so I'm definitely going to be thinking more about that connection now.
I think you'd be surprised at the difference it can make. And remember, gratitude doesn't have to be this big, complicated thing. Even small, consistent practices can shift your mindset. The 30-day challenge in the book is a great starting point. But just taking a few minutes each day to appreciate the good things in your life can have ripple effect.
So true. It's been so insightful exploring this topic with you. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of gratitude and just how powerful it can be.
Me too. It really is an amazing force.
And to everyone listening, we hope this deep dive has given you some ideas for how to bring more gratitude into your own life. Remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. Start small, keep at it, and see what happens.
Exactly. And here's something to think about as you go about your day. The book focuses on gratitude for what we have. But what about being grateful for the things we've overcome? Think about the challenges you've conquered, big or small. How could reflecting on those fuel your creativity and resilience even more?
And that's such a good point. It's not just about what we have, but also how far we've come. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the power of gratitude. Thanks for joining us.
It was great being here.
And to our wonderful listeners, we hope this has inspired you to bring a little more gratitude into your life. Remember, even small acts of gratitude can make a huge difference. So what's one thing you're grateful for today? Take a moment to really feel that gratitude and carry it with you as you go about your day. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those gratitude vibes flowing.